everyone, welcome to Artmancy. I am the Art Oracle, and today I have a hand-drawn, beautiful relationship pick a card reading just for you. So choose from card 1, card 2, and card 3, and let's dive in. So if you chose card 1, you chose the 5 of Swords. Right now, you are in a relationship where you are enduring some hardships. The 5 of Swords represents conflict, battles, fights, aggression, and intimidation, even competition. There may be some hostility in your relationship at this time, or you may feel a sense of defeat. All right, so let's get further clarification on this. Universe, tell us what we need to know in regards to this relationship and the 5 of Swords. Okay, what do we need to know? Universe, tell us what we need to know in regards to the relationship and this 5 of Swords card. Death. All right, so right now we have a spread here with Nelly the Alchemist, the Oakman, and the Death card. As these cards pertain to the 5 of Swords, right now I see you as someone who has a lot of light, and you need to use this light to make a transformation. Right now you're in a space where you feel tethered to them. You're separate, but you're like conjoined at the same time, and I feel like it's a very unhealthy relationship because there have been a lot of battles and there have been a lot of fights. There's been a lot of harsh words said to one another, and there's just been conflict overall. Nelly the Alchemist represents inner transformation and irrevocable change. There's something that's going to happen between the two of you where you are going to change essentially as a person. And this is a good thing. I think that you're afraid to do it. You're afraid to really look inside and remember who you are and that you have an inner strength and that you can do this on your own. You can transform your own life and you really don't need this person, although you want them to be in your life because they make you happy. They give you a sense of security and I think protection in one way but not the other. I feel like the two of you may have argued in the past about things that have something to do with other people or a group. I feel like the majority of your conflict comes through words. It's not a physical battle or hostility, but it's mostly verbal and it involves the words that go through the air. And I feel like you really want to transform this relationship you have with this person and yourself. You have just a beautiful potential and a beautiful light around you, and you want to make whatever this is that's making you feel stuck unstuck. Quite literally, Nelly the Alchemist represents the stuck becoming unstuck, the block beginning to move. You may have to run to keep up with the speed of which this change is going to happen, but you can do it. And this person, they're going to have to either transform with you, or in my opinion, you may have to leave them behind. And if you're feeling like you don't have any guidance, just continue to look to people that are older than you or have experience in relationships for this guidance. Right now, I see you as someone that wants to transform, and you're gonna like receive a lot of wisdom in the end about this situation. You're gonna turn out to be someone that you don't even like recognize. Whatever this battle is that you've been through with this person, you're gonna transform into someone who is full of wisdom and strength, and you're gonna have a lot of depth. That's how you're going to end up in this situation. They're not even going to recognize you after you make this change in yourself. Don't be afraid to consult others with more experience than you so you can learn from their wisdom. If there's someone older than you, let's say that you have an aunt who is in a relationship that's very similar to yours, listen to these people. I remember when I was younger and I was in relationships that were not working or going the way that I expected, I just thought because I was the age I was that I was the only one going through it. But there are other people around you that are in this situation. There may be someone older in your life that has had a similar situation to you, or you have relived a current life of someone in your family and they're trying to tell you about someone that you're with, and this person is a good person. They're an attractive person. And when it comes to the 5 of Swords, sometimes walking away is just the best outcome. Like this person, I feel like they will win a battle, they will win the fights, but in the end they're gonna lose you. And I feel like when you walk away, they're going to look back more than they were before. You're just gonna have to change your perspective. One interesting thing about the Oakman is that if you change the card, you can actually see like a different face. Like if you see the eyes here, a nose and a mouth, you're just gonna have to change your perspective. Right now I feel like, because this, I believe this did come out upside down. You're gonna have to switch however you're thinking from that way to this way. The left represents the past, the right represents the future. And you're gonna have to flip this mindset in order for you to get the death of whoever this is you used to be with this person. I'm not saying that you two can't go forward together, because when it's your time in your life to be with someone, it's just your time in your life to be with someone. Sometimes people are there to teach you something and it's the season for them to be in. But the death card makes me think that whatever this is, it's going to be a natural process. This transformation that you're going to make, it's going to be a natural process. Just like leaves that fall from a tree during fall, or when the ice begins to melt during winter, going into spring. This is a natural process, and you're gonna have to see it as such. You're gonna have to see it as a natural process and not something that's going to make you feel like you're being torn from a conjoined twin. Let's use some Prism Oracle to get further clarification on the overall hue and the prism of the situation and what we need to know about what we can do or what we need to be aware of to change the situation for the better for ourselves and for the relationship. Movement. Yeah. You're gonna have to, like I said before, with these wand, you're gonna have to move in that direction, in the right direction. If you want anything to change, you're gonna have to move. And I feel like this person will be looking back at you if you make that movement, because this person has left the battle in the Five of Swords and they have walked away and they've left the swords behind. And now this person is looking back at them. You're gonna have to make some movement if you really want the situation to change. Let's just get a little further clarification in this book. When this card comes up in a reading, it symbolizes that it could be time to take action and proceed on your journey or with your plans. Taking action can be scary or anxiety producing, but sometimes you need to stop thinking about things so much and just do them. This card means that the time is now and all signs say go. As I said before, it's time to pick up these wands and keep it moving. I understand you may not be in a situation where you can just leave someone right now, but just start to make the transformation and to think about things differently and who you want to be and what parts of yourself need to be left behind. Number one, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you next time. Peace. If you chose card 2, you chose the Justice card. The Justice card represents justice, upright attitudes, transparency, cause and effect, and fairness. It represents integrity, and I feel like this may be something that may be suffering in your relationship at this time. Your partner may have not taken accountability for the actions that they have committed against the relationship. These actions may have put you both in a position where things have been difficult as of lately, and you're trying to figure out how to navigate that. So the Justice card represents an upright attitude, a transparency, and a cause and effect about something that is going on in your life right now with your relationship. There may have been something that this person has done to you to cause a cause and effect in your relationship, and there is an imbalance of fairness and integrity and a clarity overall between you. You love this person, but you just want them to be accountable for this injustice, and whatever has gone wrong, you want some balance. So let's get some further clarification on this Justice card. Universe, what do we need to know as it regards to this Justice card and our relationship? Universe, what do we need to know as it regards to this Universe, what do we need to know as it regards to this card? And for those out there who are in relationships, what do we need to know? Universe, what do we need to know out there? Justice card and those that are in relationships right now, the Singers of Healing. So the first thing that I see in regards to the Five of Swords is this theme of transparency. I feel like there has been something between you and this person, an injustice, something that caused an effect in the relationship and how you see eye to eye. You may be in a relationship with someone that you may have presumed lied to you about some facts in the past. about a past lover or someone they may have been involved with in the workplace. You want this injustice to come out. You want the truth to come out about the situation. And you want this person to be honest with it so that you can continue to move forward and have what this is a solace. The name of this card is solace. I feel like you want solace about a situation. There's something that did bother you in the past. Although this person does bring a passion to your life and a sexiness to your relationship that you admire, there are some underlying problems that you would like to fix so that you can move forward from being superficial with this person into something more stable. You want this person to be accountable for something that they've done to you in the past. And that is what this reading is about. It's about transparency. If this person hasn't been clear with you about something, you're now reaching this point in your life where you're going to be revitalized by whatever this truth is that's about to come out. Whatever this truth is, this person might end up telling you the truth about a situation. It doesn't have to be that they're cheating on you. It could be another situation that has caused some strife between you. Maybe this person has a job that they got in another town and they're thinking about moving and want to tell you the truth about it. Maybe this person is going to college in another town and they want to tell you the truth about it and you don't quite know yet. But there is something that they're going to reveal to you or that you're going to find out. There's going to be a piece of information that causes a rebalancing of your relationship. Before this information is released and you are revitalized, there's going to be a topsy-turvy situation. So right now, when I see this card, I see these faces in this image and they are upright. But if you turn this card around, you can also see many other faces that are upright when it's upside down. So I think that things right now are not transparent and things are unclear. And you do want to have justice with this situation. I feel like maybe this has bogged you down and has brought you down to where you have felt flat and you have not felt very passionate. You may have felt like lately that the relationship and the issues between you have caused you to not feel as vitalized as you want to be. But there is about to be a new beginning brought into your life with this solace. And until that happens, things may be unclear, but just remember to keep on moving forward. The topsy-turvy card is asking you to take a fresh look on the situation. You may need to see things differently. If this person does have maybe like a close friend who is a female and you have been jealous of this person because they are very close and they share a past together, you may want to like switch the way you're thinking about the situation in order for you to revitalize yourself, to move forward with this person, and for it to be more of a healthy connection. You need to take a fresh outlook on something. There's something that you're not seeing correctly. I don't even feel like this person has done something bad, but it's a new way you may need to see this person. Maybe this person is a little bit of a bad boy, and maybe you need to change your perspective in thinking of this person as someone you can settle down with, to maybe somebody that's just there to revitalize you and have a little bit of fun sometimes. But overall, you need to change your viewpoint about something if you want to see this justice be done. If you want this clarity, you're gonna have to change how you're thinking about the situation in order to get it. You need to take a second look at the situation and reevaluate how you felt the first time about it. So take time to back up and question your assumptions about whatever this is. You may feel angry about something that is really not what it seems. And I think in the end, just by looking at the Singer of Healing card, everything's going to be fine between you. The Singer represents healing your mind, and I think that's what you need to do. You need to heal the way you're thinking about the situation. The Singer represents faith betrayed, love dishonored, trust abandoned, and other injustices of the spirit. All inflict serious wounds. So that's something that is very akin to the Justice card. Whatever this is that this person has done, you feel like it's an injustice to you, and it was a sore, and it was something that caused you a wound. It's a betrayal you felt, but you're going to get justice for this, whatever it may be. And it's going to also come through yourself. You're going to have to change the way you're looking at things in order to get this justice and transparency that you want. I feel like you want to change this person, but you're not going to be able to change this person until you change yourself. And I really feel like that's the entire message of this reading. You're going to have to really change yourself in order to see changes in this person. Change the way that you look at the situation. Ask yourself, what feelings or ideas or beliefs am I holding on to that keep my wounds open and unhealed? Let's get a little further clarification here. Universe, tell us what we need to know as far as this injustice, as far as healing this injustice that we feel. Universe, tell us what we need to know as far as healing this injustice of words. Universe, tell us what we need to know as far as healing this injustice. Protection. When I look at this image, I see a lot of the same shapes here. These circles above and below. There's a lot of twos. You see these circles above and below? You have a chain of protection, and I feel like this is your relationship that is protected. There's something that happened between you that you need solace about, and you're seeing the situation the wrong way. And I'm not sure if you understand how important it is in order for you guys to have this happy union, to heal whatever this is within yourself first if you want to see this person heal. Let's see what the book says. The essence of this card is about feeling personally safe and protected as you navigate through life. It asks you to find the delicate balance of pushing yourself through fearful, anxious situations while also feeling secure. This card asks how you can feel protected during these scary situations. Does it mean reaching out to others or just making sure that you are grounded in the present? How can you move forward while feeling safe? I really feel like that has a lot to do with the Justice card here. Like, I feel like the scales are mimicked here. The scales, you feel unsafe about something. You don't feel safe about something. I see these scales everywhere. These two balanced right and left hemisphere objects. Like, I see it here, I even see it here. So whatever this is that you push yourself through this anxiety, like, you're gonna have to find solace within yourself about the situation. I know that doesn't seem fair, but I feel like you're gonna have to hold yourself accountable a little bit for whatever this conflict is between you two. I even see a balance in the layout of the cards. There's like a lot of chaos between you, but both of you stand on either sides of this scale. And the scales are represented by Justice. These two pillars. Your two pillars. All right, number 2, thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you soon. Peace. If you chose card 3, you chose the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles represents abundance, elegance, luxury, self-efficiency, and independence. Also material security. I feel like if you are in a relationship at this time with someone, you are looking for these things in them. You're looking for them to provide you with security, and you want to see the rewards of what you have put into the relationship pay off, right? So let's get a little further clarification on this 9 of Pentacles. Universe, what do we need to know about this relationship as it pertains to the 9 of Pentacles? What do our viewers need to know out there? Universe, give us some guidance about our viewers and what they need to know. First, the Master Maker, Singer of Transfiguration. Universe, what do we need to know about the outcome? The Singer of Intuition. All right, let's go ahead and dive in here. So we have the Master Maker, the Singer of Transfiguration, and the Singer of Intuition with our 9 of Pentacles card. First of all, I see your reading as representing success. The first thing I see when I look at your spread here as it pertains to the 9 of Pentacles is success and hard work. I feel like you've put a lot of patience, a lot of diligence and pruning into this relationship. I feel like you have treated this relationship like a crop. You have watered it, you have fed it, you have kept the bugs off of it, you have nurtured it, and you have seen it grow. Or that is something that you would like to do with this person in the future. You've gone into this relationship with the very best of intent, and I feel like you're going to get to the point eventually where you see yourself with this person as celebrating a great achievement. Things have been a little rocky in the past. Things have been difficult. I feel like you've put a lot of hard effort and work and craftsmanship into the relationship. And it's very interesting because we do have this Master Maker who represents crafting and doing your best with something. He represents this notion that whatever we do, we have to make it just our best. And I feel like that's how you go into this relationship. I feel like you don't put any half efforts into it at all. I feel like you put 100% into everything that it has to do as it pertains to this person. I feel like there may have been some lack of stability in the past. For instance, this person may not be employed, this person may be looking for work, or this person may not have the means to really do a lot for you, but you have been supportive for this person. The relationship that you have with this person, I feel like there may have been a lack of stability because you felt like you were putting a lot of work in and this person wasn't. You have been the master maker, which is very interesting because the Nine of Pentacles is represented by the master maker. This woman in the Nine of Pentacles has put in a lot of hard work, a lot of diligent effort into making this garden that she could enjoy and just lounge in and lavish in and bask in the sun, bask in the sunlight. She's made it to where this is obtainable because she worked hard for it. And I feel like that's where you want to take this relationship. I feel like that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to mastercraft. I feel like you're trying to mastercraft this relationship into something that you can enjoy in the future because right now it's not quite there. This person doesn't quite have the stability that you would like them to have or that you need in order for the relationship to be prosperous. If there's something that you're trying to learn how to do in order to make the relationship better, do it. I feel like if you guys have to go to counseling, you should do that. Maybe in the past you were in a relationship where you and that other person just blindly navigated your way through the relationship, but in this one, don't cut any corners. Do the work you have to do in order to come out in this transformative way. I feel like there's a lot of people in relationships that have generational problems that have been passed down. I don't want to necessarily call them curses, but we learn things from our past and from our families. And I feel like maybe you were seeing some of those things play out in your relationship and you've done the work and what you can to cut those things out. You also need to accept only the best from this person. Don't accept anything less than what you're giving. You're gonna have to do some creative problem solving if you want to see this garden in this abundance. Maybe you guys live really far apart and you're both going to have to change your jobs and reapply for new jobs in order to be closer. It's a creative problem you're going to have to solve in order for you guys to have this transformation. I feel like you're doing a lot of the work. This person looks up to you for the work that you have put in. Ultimately, the Singer Transfiguration represents a metamorphosis, and you're going to see success. That's what it means. You're going to see the changes that you want. From putting in the work that is going to take, you're going to see the changes that you want because you're going to be putting in the work that's going to take you both to the next level. And the Singer Transfiguration represents the struggle has all been worth it. Again, the Nine of Coins. The struggle that she has made is going to all be worth it. That's what this represents. And lastly, here we have the Singer of Intuition. Ultimately, the Singer of Intuition is telling you to look within yourself. There's something that you need to take time to contemplate on your own and think about. There's something that you need to take time to think about on your own. Take time maybe to go outside on your own and be amongst some trees. Go to a park or your backyard or a garden or playground. Take some time to yourself to think about whatever this is that you need to change and remake into something better. Like maybe you have some problems with substances, and in order for this person to want to be with you, you're gonna have to change some things about yourself. It's okay for people in relationships to have certain expectations. I think today, in this day and age, we don't really look at expectations as being healthy because we feel like we want to show up as ourselves 100%, but sometimes I don't even really believe we know who we are. And I think you need to take time to think about this card radiates a special meaning to the other cards in this deck. The presence of the Singer in a card spread radiates a special illumination and insights on the other cards in it. This is a time for an inward focus, a time to open the inner door to intuition. There are a lot of ends in this sentence because important answers are to be found within ourselves. I feel like you're making something better for the both of you. You may be going to counseling or doing simple things by changing your diet. Maybe you are making food at home that is healthier for you and your spouse. Maybe you guys are going to see a counselor together, or you're going to counseling on your own so you can be better for someone. But whatever this is, you're going to see the benefits in the end. Let's just get a little further clarification. Universe, tell us more about the Master Maker. Caution. Blue is perhaps the most polarizing of all the colors. It has been associated with the sun, gold, divinity, positivity, and self-esteem, and at the same time, it is correlated to illness and cowardice. This card is not a signal to rush things. It asks you to slow down and listen to your inner voice. If something doesn't feel right about the situation that you're in, ask questions, honor your intuition, and proceed with care. Honor your intuition. You see that? Honor your intuition. The singer of intuition. There's something that you need to change, you need to remake, you need to redo, and you need to do it well in order to have a transformation. And you're gonna find this by looking within yourself. And this caution is a sign for you to look within yourself in order to find this change that needs to take place in order for you guys to be whole, in order for you guys to transform into a beautiful, passionate, red, Sphinx-like fairy. There's something that doesn't feel right, and you know it, and you need to fix that in order to have this abundance. Something also true about, something that is also said about the Nine of Pentacles is that there is a snail in the picture that may be coming in to bite the crops and eat the crops, and just to be aware of like outside influences or things that may catch you off guard. And there are people that read tarot that say that that snail is a caution. Like, everything seems really luscious and rewarding, but just be aware that there's something there. It's in your midst and it's right under your nose. You already know what it is. Just to be aware of that. The sacral chakra is represented by the Nine of Pentacles. And yet again, we have this idea about the stomach. It's something that you use in your gut. Your self-esteem, your confidence. You might have to remake that over in order for this relationship to be successful. You might have to redo how you think about yourself in order for this relationship to be successful. Like, if there are those of you in the past that have like poured yourself into someone and just have given them everything and you were left out in the end to laying up and dry, you may need to look within yourself to change that, because it seems like off the bat, it seems like it's a good idea to just pour ourselves into people to get an abundance, but you may not get that back in the way that you expect. It may end up taking a lot from you that you cannot get back, and that's going to change you and make you transform. This is a very interesting card also, the sacral card, because it has something to do with food. And a lot of other cards, she's shown with a abundance of watermelons and things of that nature in the garden, like foods you can eat. It represents luxury. Following your intuition and following your gut has everything to do with your stomach. They say that that's where your gut instinct comes from, like, quite literally. It comes from your microbiome in your stomach. So listen to those little guys in there. Listen to the microbiome germs in your gut about whatever the situation is, and just to take caution about it. You're gonna have to work really hard in order to make this work, but it will in the end. And you're gonna be very happy. Thank you so much for tuning in, number 3. I will see you next time. Peace.